Okay, so you're thinking about upgrading the power supply in your PC, and you're looking at this Corsair RM750e. This is the 2023 model.
Yeah.
And you want to know, is it good enough? What's the deal with it? Is it going to blow up my computer?
Right.
I mean, we're gonna look at the marketing stuff that they've got, try and cut through all the hype, the techno babble,
Right.
and figure out, is this thing really worth your money?
Yeah, we've got kind of like a snapshot from the marketing materials of just the main selling points of this power supply.
Right.
And what's interesting is to see how those things, those bullet points, actually affect you as a PC builder.
Right.
Or someone upgrading their PC. What does it actually mean?
Yeah, so like one of the things they talk about is fully modular design. What's that all about?
Yeah, so modular design for power supplies, this has been kind of a trend in the last few years. It's becoming more popular. It used to be you would have a power supply and every single cable was hardwired into the power supply.
Oh, right, yeah. Which meant that inside of your computer case, you had all of these cables.
Yep.
Just crammed in there, yeah.
Yeah, whether you were using them or not,
Right.
you were just taking up space and blocking airflow.
Yeah, it would be a mess back there.
Yeah, a total mess. And so with a fully modular design, what that means is that only the cable that's connecting to the power supply itself is hardwired in.
Right.
Everything else, all the cables that go to your motherboard, to your graphics card, to your hard drives, all of that is modular.
So you can plug in what you need?
You plug in exactly what you need.
Okay.
So if you only have one graphics card, you only need to use one PCIe cable.
Right.
You don't have to have 2 or 3 of them just sitting in there unused.
So it's cleaner.
Much cleaner, better airflow.
Yeah.
And it just looks better, too.
Yeah, it's like decluttering the inside of your computer.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay. So next up, ATX 3.0 certified. I know this is a newer standard, but what makes it so crucial for the everyday user?
Yeah, so ATX 3.0, it's the newest standard in power supplies, and it's becoming increasingly important.
Yeah.
A lot of power supplies now are ATX 3.0 certified.
Right.
What it really boils down to is newer graphics cards that use the PCIe Gen 5 interface. The power demands that they place on a power supply can fluctuate pretty wildly and quickly.
Oh, I see.
And older power supplies just weren't really designed to cope with that.
Gotcha.
They can't handle those kinds of swings in power demands.
So what could happen? I mean, what's the worst case scenario if you don't have this?
Worst case scenario, you could damage your graphics card.
Oh, wow.
Or potentially other components in your system. Or it could just lead to instability.
Right.
Games crashing, system reboots.
Yeah, nobody wants that.
Nobody wants that, especially when you're in the middle of like a really intense gaming session.
Right. Yeah.
So ATX 3.0 is kind of like, it's future-proofing your system in a way.
So if you want to be on the cutting edge, you kind of need this?
Yeah, it's definitely something to look for.
Okay. And it looks like this power supply also uses what they call exceptional capacitors.
Yeah, so the capacitors are like the heart of the power supply. And the ones that they use in the RM750D, they're Japanese capacitors, known for their quality and reliability.
Okay.
So it's not just marketing hype.
So what's so special about a capacitor? What makes it exceptional?
Well, a capacitor is a little component that helps smooth out the electrical current coming from your wall outlet.
Okay.
And when you're talking about a computer system, you want that current to be as clean and as stable as possible.
Right.
And so a high-quality capacitor, like what they use in this power supply, is going to help ensure that that current is smooth and stable, which is going to protect your components and give you better performance.
Okay. So better performance and better reliability.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They can also last longer. Right. So you're less likely to have your power supply fail on you prematurely.
Okay. All right. Now, this one might sound a little silly, but they make a big deal about whisper quiet operation. Are noisy power supplies really that common?
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
Right.
I mean, back in the day, they were pretty much all loud.
Yeah, they were like little jet engines back there.
Yeah, exactly. But these days, with better technology and better design, you can actually get a power supply that's very quiet.
Okay.
And the RM750e uses a 120 millimeter rifle bearing fan, which is known for its quiet operation.
Okay.
So unless your system is under really heavy load, you're probably not even going to hear the fan running.
Now I know some people like to hear the fans.
Some people do. They like to know that their system is working hard.
Yeah.
But for a lot of people, especially if you're in a quiet environment or if you're trying to record audio or something like that, having a quiet power supply can be really important.
Yeah. All right. And then the last feature that I want to talk about is modern standby support. Now, this sounds very technical. How does that actually benefit somebody in everyday use?
Okay, so think about your smartphone.
Okay.
You press the power button, and it wakes up almost instantly, right?
Right.
Modern standby brings that same kind of responsiveness to your PC.
Oh, cool.
So instead of having to wait for your computer to boot up from scratch,
Yeah, which can take a while.
which can take forever, can be really annoying.
Especially if you just need to check something really quick.
Exactly.
Yeah,
With modern standby, it's more like waking it up from sleep.
gotcha. Oh,
So it's just, boom, it's right there, ready to go.
okay. And so are there any other benefits besides just that instant wake up?
Yeah, it can also improve energy efficiency.
Okay.
Because when your computer's in modern standby, it's using very little power.
Right.
So it's not like it's completely off, but it's using just enough power to keep like the memory alive and to be able to respond instantly when you need it.
So kind of pulling it all together then, we've got a fully modular power supply, so less cable clutter, better airflow, looks nicer.
Yeah.
ATX 3.0 certified.
Mm-hmm.
That means it can handle the power demands of the newest graphics cards.
Right.
And it helps prevent damage to your components.
Yep.
Exceptional capacitors
Mm-hmm.
for cleaner power, better performance, more reliability.
Exactly.
Whisper quiet operation. So if you don't like a noisy computer,
Right.
this is a good option.
Absolutely.
And then modern standby support, so your computer wakes up instantly when you need it.
Yeah.
So it sounds like they've really thought of pretty much everything with this power supply.
Yeah. I mean, it's really kind of impressive, the level of features and technology that they've packed into this thing.
So if you are looking for a new power supply, it sounds like this would be a really good option.
Definitely. I mean, it's not just about the wattage. It's about all these other features that can really make a difference in your overall computing experience.
Yeah, so, make sure that it fits within your budget.
Mm-hmm.
But if it does, this sounds like a really solid choice.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how these features like ATX 3.0 and modern standby kind of filter down into more affordable power supplies in the future.
Yeah, how is that going to affect kind of the whole market for these things?
Exactly. Like, are these going to become standard features that we just expect to see in every power supply, or are they going to remain kind of premium features?
Right.
I mean, only time will tell.
Yeah, that's a good question. Well, on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive. If you're still on the fence about this power supply, definitely do some more research. Look at some reviews, see what other people are saying about it.
Mm-hmm.
But based on what we've seen here, it looks like a really solid option.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.